Thank you for joining us for News 2 at 4. I'm Mark Kelly. The Alabama Supreme Court issued a ruling to effectively stop in vitro fertilization, or IVF. So what does that mean for here in Tennessee? State Capitol reporter Chris O'Brien explains.
Many families throughout the United States go through IVF each year. The treatment essentially allows families struggling with infertility to have children by combining an egg and sperm outside the body to create an embryo. It's a process called fertilization. A fertility lab will likely fertilize multiple embryos in an attempt to create a successful pregnancy. Extras are typically thrown out. But now in Alabama, IVF treatments are on pause after the Alabama Supreme Court ruled that once a lab fertilizes an egg, it's considered a living child. That means if an extra embryo is discarded, it would violate Alabama's abortion law.
We are terrified about what you've seen following Dobbs and the increasingly extreme legislation and court rulings that are coming out.
Democrats slammed the ruling as a bleak glimpse into what could be the future in Tennessee.
We sponsored legislation last year to ensure that people's rights to utilize IVF would be protected, and that legislation was rejected. So, I mean, I think there's no reason for anyone to find comfort that we're not going down that path here.
Though one member of Republican leadership came out against Alabama's move.
We're pro-life all the way, and I don't know how pro-life that was.
It was a sentiment even some Democrats echoed as well.
This is probably the least pro-family thing the Alabama Supreme Court could do.
That's not to say Tennessee absolutely will not go down the same path. Though a member of leadership, House Republican Caucus Chair Jeremy Faison, is only one Republican.
I hope to be very careful when you start going down that aisle, what Alabama just did.
Speaker of the House Cameron Sexton said he hadn't seen the decision or rationale, so he couldn't speak on it. Governor Bill Lee's office did send us a statement from the governor on this issue. It reads in full, "Tennessee is one of the most pro-life states in the country. We will always cherish life at every stage and support hopeful parents who are praying for the children on their own, including those who seek to grow their family through IVF." Mark.
All right, Chris, thank you. Well, President Joe Biden also commenting on this landmark decision out of Alabama, saying, quote, "The disregard for women's ability to make these decisions for themselves and their families is outrageous and unacceptable." Now, the vice president directly placed blame on former President Donald Trump.
When you look at the fact that the previous president of the United States was clear in his intention to hand-pick 3 Supreme Court justices who would overturn the protections of Roe v. Wade, and he did it.
And today, Trump said he strongly supports IVF and calls on Alabama lawmakers to protect access to fertility procedures. His primary opponent, Nikki Haley, said embryos are babies, but then later stated it's a doctor-patient decision. All right, so we want to know, do you agree with the Alabama Supreme Court ruling that embryos created through IVF are children? We have that poll up right now. If you go to either that QR code right there with your phone or WKRN.com, you can weigh in.